Hello, everyone. I hope you all doing great. I'm glad to see us once again. This is me, Sister Jess, Evangelist Jess Brimer, and I just want to chat with us briefly about a disturbing video I watched just now. I have just watched a very, very, very disturbing video. It's a continuation, so to say, of the story about Korra Obidi. The last time I did a live Facebook post, I talked about this very creative and talented young dancer, 23-year-old married mother of two, whose husband decided to walk out of the marriage because they live their life, online. Everything they do in the house is live streamed, and from the time they were dating, the biracial marriage, as it was touted, because the guy is white and this young lady is a Nigerian woman. They both live in the US. So by the time the marriage, the relationship started, they made big deal of it online. They were talking about it, posting about themselves. Up to the time they eventually got married, they were posting about it. And now in marriage, they're posting about it. Like I said on the very first live video, I came to the party very late. I didn't know about her. I just happened on the video, and I saw a young lady saying to her husband, get me this coat, because there was a leakage in the area. Her breast milk was flowing and staining her dress, and she was on live stream speaking and doing what they do. So she said to him, give me my coat. And the man brought her coat. She said, no, not this one. Why did you bring the other coat? He brought another one. She said, no, not this one. He kept trying to please. I saw a husband trying so much to please, patiently trying to please. And I saw, of course, a young, vivacious, rebellious sort of young woman, giving the orders. And he said to him, no, bring this. So as he went to bring the last jacket, she said, yeah, that's the enjoyment, postpartum enjoyment, when your husband becomes your houseboy. When she said that, I knew that wasn't right. That was problem coming out of that. And eventually, after that one and only post I watched about her, the next post was where the husband said he wasn't going to continue with the marriage. He was divorcing her and all that. And after that, he walked out. He moved out of the house probably. And this lady was just alone with the kids. The toddler, 2-year-old toddler, and the 2-month-old that she's still breastfeeding. When I saw that, I was touched. And I said to myself, this is how marriages crash. Just like that, the guy said he's had enough of her narcissism. Of course, we know this generation is so narcissist. Self-adulation is all about self. It's all about me. Or do I look beautiful enough? Do I have many likes and follows? Am I the center of everyone's attention? That's what they care about. And so she did not realize that you don't take that attitude into marriage. Hollywood marriages crash mainly because of this kind of attitude, where people begin to take people for granted. You feel that because I'm popular, so my spouse should also bow and tremble over me. But when it's a woman and a man, feminism doesn't work in marriage. It doesn't work in marriage. The Bible said it in Genesis that the man will rule over you. When Eve and Adam disobeyed God and God pronounced curses on them, God said that, man, you're going to sweat before you eat. And we see that happening. Men work hard to eat. And then he said also, if your desire shall be unto your husband and he will rule over you, the husband has to rule over you. In the marriage, yes. That's why it's important, when you are choosing your life partner, choose the person you will accept as ruler over you. You choose somebody that's considerate, somebody that is God-fearing, somebody that is not self-seeking, and somebody that loves God more than he loves you. Because if he loves God, then the love of God will also be in him, and he will impart that love on you. The agape love that makes the world go round. Not just eros, not just romantic love. This generation have been sold a lie that all you need is to be good in bed. Once you're good in bed, wow, the marriage will last forever. The man will not leave you. If that is all that it takes, then prostitutes will be happily married because they are more good in bed than most housewives. That's not it. I had a program with parents the other day, and I said to parents, it is time for you to start having the important discussions with your children. That marriage is not about dating. Marriage is not about looking sexy and having sex all day. When you are out of bed, no matter how good in bed you are, when you are out of bed, your character is zero, your behavior is zero, you don't know courtesy, you don't know respect, you don't know being selfless and caring for another person, you behave anyhow to your partner. That is a recipe for broken marriage. And that's why many marriages are crashing all around us. Today, I just watched a very disturbing video. It's disturbing because I understand very well what is going on. People might think, oh, well, it's one of those tears that we shed. It's not. This particular tear is a painful one. I just saw a video of Korra Obidi crying and begging people to please pray for her. She says she can't get it together again. She can't hold it together. When her husband left, she pretended all was okay, that she could get over it. She was handling the baby. You see her handling and breastfeeding the baby, using another hand to blend and make ice cream for the toddler. Toddlers, they seek attention so much. Toddlers, I have a toddler, and I know what it's like. They seek attention. I'm only able to do it, to handle it, because at least I have my husband assisting me when he can. When you are alone, you just have a 2-month-old baby and you have a toddler. You have to take care of the toddler and the 2-month-old, take care of the house, cook, clean. In Western countries where we don't have the luxury of house helps like in Nigeria, it's a lot of work and it's a lot of pain when you are going through this in a broken relationship, a broken marriage. I said it, that marriage brings two people and makes two people one. Actually, that's what sexual intimacy does too. It's a covenant relationship. When two become one, the Bible says, he that sleeps with the harlot becomes one with the harlot. So whoever you sleep with, you become one with that person. That's why when a breakup happens, there's a tearing apart. The soul that was beaten as one is now torn apart, and there are wounds on both sides. Most times the men walk away and start a new relationship quickly to help to assuage the pain they go through, the emotional pain. But the women, if you've got children, it's not easy for you to just start a new relationship that can be comforting, because not many men will want to dive into a relationship with a woman with 2 kids. It's not easy. It doesn't happen easy. Maybe it can happen easily in the movies, but not in real life. So this young lady is crying profusely, saying that all the while I have been pretending that all is well, that I can get it together. She said, I can't. Darling, I knew you couldn't hold it together. I knew you were putting a brave face, which was absolutely unnecessary. Don't put up the brave face. Don't say, I don't care what you say. At a point she was saying, don't advise me. I don't care what you say. I will get through this. I will outnumber my demons. No. You can't overcome it without God. You need God. Rather than ask people, please pray for me, pray, you need to do the praying now. You need to surrender your life to God. Let the Spirit of the Lord lead you to know what marriage is all about and know how to get it back. You must get it back with your husband, because I saw a loving man. I saw a wonderful husband. Everybody watches what goes on. You know, that one episode I watched told me a lot about what goes on in your relationship, in your marriage. So what you need to do now, if I were you, is not to shed tears. Please do the job behind the scene. Try and reconcile with your husband now before it's too late, before another woman grabs him, because as he is going through the emotional pains and seeing women available, he could easily dive into another catastrophic relationship. Yes, because any relationship he dives into now may not necessarily be the best for him, but he will want to do that to heal the wounds he's going through. But relationships don't heal wounds. They don't. Only God, only Jesus can heal wounds. So my dear, rebellion rebellion never wins. Rebellion never wins, especially in marriage. The devil, when the Lord told Adam, you're going to eat at your sweat, That's when you're going to be able to eat, make money, feed your family. He said to the woman, you are going to be submissive. She is going to rule over you. And then God said to the serpent, he said, the seed of this woman shall bruise your head, and the seed of your own seed will bruise the heel of the woman. That's what we see happening. When snakes bite quickly, they see you go after your leg and they bite you. You know, when you see a snake, you have to hit the head hard and make sure it's dead. If you're hitting the tail, you're not achieving anything. We see that happening. That's the word of God. And that's what happens every day in our life. Devil has gone ahead. He goes ahead to destroy marriages, to make sure that the seed of the woman is too broken to be able to fight him. When marriages break up, it's the children that suffer. When a child is brought up under one roof with father and mother, that child grows up with a healthy self-esteem and self-confidence to face the world and face whatever the devil throws at him. But a child from a broken marriage is broken. Is broken because the love of the mother is not just enough. The love of the father is not just enough. The two are needed. That's why God put the husband and wife together in the marriage. Marriage is God's idea. It's not social media idea. It's not my idea. It's not your idea. It's God's idea. And you need to do it God's way. You have to. Yes, the Bible says the wife and the husband should be submitting to each other. But I said to the woman, respect your husband. I said to the husband, love your wife. It's not easy for a man to love another because men are born selfish. It's not easy for a woman to respect her husband because women sometimes are so intuitive, and they seem to know more than the husband. They see things coming before the husband sees it. So that makes them want to look down on the man. You say, you didn't see this coming. I told you this will happen. Now it has happened. Most of the time it's the women that say that, because God has given us an intuition to help the man to avoid some pitfalls. A wise man listens to the wife, good advice of the wife, especially if she's a God-fearing woman. But a man that is not wise, that shuns the wife's advice, will make mistakes and fall into so many errors that can drag the family down. So God made it that way and said, woman, in spite of the fact that I've sent you to respect this man, please, to help this man, please respect him. If you don't respect him, men spell love as respect. So all that Korra Obidi needs to do now, Korra, rather than cry, rather than weep, rather than telling online enemies that are laughing at you to pray for you so that you can hold it together, please do the needful. Do the needful. Go and settle with your husband. You need to go through somebody that he respects and listens to. You go through that person and you go to him and say, honey, I'm sorry I blew it. I'm sorry the way I spoke to you. I shouldn't have spoken to you in that manner, in that way. Please forgive me. Let's put things together. And then try to change. You must change. Ask God to help you change. You can't change without God. You can't do it without God. The Spirit of the Lord needs to be in you to guide you. For a good marriage to work, the wife needs to be broken. You need to do away with all that. I'm too much. I'm cool. I'm this. I win the best fingernail award. I wear the best weave on in town. Those are not the things that keep a marriage. They are not. When you are in the bedroom with your husband, you're just your natural you. But the person that he sees is the one in your heart. Is that person of the heart he sees. That good-natured person. That's what keeps the marriage. Oh my word, that's it. The toddlers. He's trying to. Mommy is busy, please. Yes, mommy is busy. I told you, when you have a toddler, it's not easy. They seek your attention all the time. Bye. See you later. Good girl. They seek your attention. She has that toddler she's taking care of, and she has the baby. It's not easy. My darling, you need to eat a humble pie. Humility is a virtue. When you respect a man, you dignify yourself and you dignify him as well. When you respect your husband, you dignify yourself and you dignify your husband at the same time. And there's peace. There's peace. Some people will say, do you want to win the battle or you want to have peace? What do you want? Mommy, yes, mommy loves you. Mommy loves this girl. Mommy loves you so much. Good girl. Say bye. Mommy is busy.
This money.
I just have to end the video here. I'll have to continue. Let me attend to this toddler, please. My baby. Let me attend to you.
My baby.
You're my baby.